What's that, babe?
There's gonna be a storm, and we're sleeping in a haunted house. Yep, that's right. Hello, you're in Victoria. Oh, shit. Okay, whoops. Okay, good, I think. So peaceful. Welcome to my trash hole.
Whatever. It is what it
Milk
is.
is a big town.
I thought Melbourne was a big town. I thought it was like Southern Parramatta or something. Hello? What's your favourite thing about Warriga, babe?
I don't know, so you look a bit lost.
Have you seen the beach?
Yes! Oh well. What the fuck can you do?
It's the poo life for us.
Shit life.
Well, here we are. In the ghost house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go for a little adventure?
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to see the ghosts?
Yes.
We're in the ghost house. Is that room?
It's crazy. It's gonna be terrifying though.
There's a little chair, a fan, and a door that doesn't open. Let it shakes, and then we've got, which apparently can see us, but
We got the touch lamps.
there's touch lamps, which I mean, am I sleeping this side or are you sleeping this side?
I want to see this so light.
Which light? This light?
That's the only light that works. There's no light bulb in this.
Oh, that was fun.
That's not a lighting.
Alright, let's go for a tour then, huh? We need a lot of footage here.
We haven't seen it yet.
I'm not allowed to see it just yet.
Bathrooms are just bathrooms. Nothing too. It's actually a nicer shower than our hotel.
So many drapes. So we're going to take you on a little tour around the outside of the ghost house. I'm too tall for this. So as we come around, this is where, in their words, the retarded boy
Just chained to the wall.
was chained to the wall here. And it actually says, we had known for many years that being a mentally retarded man. So I'm not calling him a retard. I'm just saying,
You're just reading the sign.
reading the sign. And this is his bed. So as we leave the shackled boy's house, we come to
The barn.
the barn.
The barn. Jimmy Barn.
It has quite the aesthetic.
Oh yeah, this is creepy anyway.
So this is the old ghost cart to take people out.
And ghosts go out in style.
where they killed the horses. I hate them. Everything has a nice layer of dust to add patina. And there's been a while since we've done some cobweb cleaning. Here's the bridles, but no horses. What? Oh, it's a little outhouse.
Probably full of blood.
Oh, it is an outhouse. Here's a pooper. This is where you come to do poo-poos. There's 2 holes, so you can poo with your significant other. There's like 4 other couples around here. As you can see, there's going to be a storm while we're staying in a haunted house.
I really think this is quite beautiful.
This is the hall. Old mate. Sup, Jim? My boy. Hey, my boy. Woo. Yeah, there he is.
I like the haunted bunny.
There's the haunted bunny in the corner here.
He was handed down from his child owner who was in many mental facilities. It's known to make people feel really sick.
Do you feel sick, babe?
I do, I feel a bit dizzy. I love this thing, the puppet theatre.
There's a marionette theatre, a giant solid wood marionette theatre. Just in the middle of the hall. And just to give you an idea, this thing is massive.
I'll stand in front of the scale.
Yeah. This thing is huge and it's thick wood. Like it is, that's a thick boy. They had a 48th annual Monte Cristo ball, which would have been awesome. We've got this little guy over here. He's not really in a scary pose. It's kind of being held. So this is the spooky dooky section.
No, 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 no.
Margaret, you look pissed. These are directly below where we're staying, so that's fun. Spooky blower.
I didn't see this pop before.
What's that, babe?
There's gonna be a storm, and we're sleeping in a haunted house. You hear that? That's not scary at all.
You enjoying the Conga line?
Like my fan.
Apparently I'm the one that's going to die because I'm on the end.
Yep.
Goodbye, mate.
Yeah.
Excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
You've got to go back to the very beginning before it got to this stage, and the original owners, the Crawleys, which is over behind Sylvia there, the lovely Mr. and Mrs. Crawley. Mr. Crawley, a wealthy grazier, settled here from the Tumut Adlong area, which is about 100 kilometres away from Junee. He bought this parcel of land, and very magically, the rail line that runs between Sydney and Melbourne comes right through the centre of his property. Magical. I think they call it inside trading today, because he had a cousin who told him about the land where the rail line was going to run, bought the land very quickly.
It's getting dark. Very dark too.
But one of the most famous stories here at Monte Cristo is about a maid that committed suicide off the balcony. The police report says the young maid has thrown herself from the top balcony, landing on the top step, hitting her head and bleeding out. Tragic. The white mark on the top step is not a blood stain, it's a bleach stain where they removed blood from the step. They used such a harsh bleach and left a rag on too long and it took the colour out of the step. But it shows you where the bulk of the blood was. Look up at that balcony and then look down where that mark is and tell me, if you threw yourself off the balcony committing suicide, where do you reckon you might land?
Yeah, further out.
If you were hanging on for dear life and someone upended you over the balcony, where do you reckon it might land? It's pretty obvious, right? The police report stated suicide, but it was common knowledge in town that she'd been pushed off the balcony or upended over the balcony. More than likely to cause a miscarriage. Mr. Crawley had 10 children to his wife, but room to have another 10 to the staff here at the house.
Eager, aren't you? Oh, I'm the first one in.
It's cooler. It's a lot cooler in here.
There we go, lovely. See how it's a lovely scene of birds and plants? What I want to do now is put the light behind it for me. Because it's actually 2 plates of glass with real hummingbirds and plants pressed between the 2 plates of glass.
That's awesome.
Very warm.
Someone else take a picture. I haven't
Fits
got. I
in,
can't.
fits in nicely with this house. I've heard of residual energy. Residual energy is like an echo, an imprint that's been left on things. This house has a huge imprint, hence why we have so much activity as well. Has a lot to do with the house being made out of a mud brick from the earth, and also the quartz crystal. But objects can have a residual energy or an imprint left on it. Furniture, jewellery is a good one. This is why it's never a good idea to buy jewellery from a second-hand shop over 100 years old and start wearing it, because then you start finding that you're getting the energy from that thing that person wore on them time after time. If you sit... When the maids fell pregnant and you kicked or punched them in the stomach, but they still went to term, they were brought into the main house, into the girls' room, to deliver the children in this very room. We know from records that a maiden child died during childbirth in this room, but we think another 3 to 4 children are also being buried on the property with no birth certificate, no death certificate after deaths in this room. One of the nightmares I had as a child growing up that I never understood until I started doing the ghost tours all these years later was taking bodies away and burying them in the backyard of the homestead. And waking up the next day nauseous and sick, and what is wrong with me?
He goes, E. I'm like, you clearly know your alphabet. Tell me your name. Like, he was basically saying the next letter after I was going through the alphabet. I never got his name, so I have no idea who he was. But he was
I will be
quite
when we
cheeky,
go to
so,
bed.
yeah, he had a bit of fun. So yeah, that happened.
Well, it's the next morning and I survived the haunted house. Em, you survived the haunted house, how do you feel?
I survived, but I didn't sleep at all.
I had a fantastic sleep.
I was too scared.
Mrs. Crowley was tucked in bed with me. I felt like I was cheating.
Oh yeah, because he decided to call out her name before we were going to sleep, and I was tired. I was ready to go to bed, but he's taunting them and stuff, and then he
I didn't
went to
taunt
sleep.
her, I said if you're here, touch the lamp.
Touch the lamp, whatever. And then he fell asleep like a baby, and I slept maybe an hour. Terrified.
She didn't touch the lamp. That we know of.
No.
Yet. Could be. Let's have a look inside the haunting.
Did you get the front of it?
Yeah, I got it yesterday. I got a better photo yesterday. Morning, guys.
How did you sleep?
Yeah, I had a great sleep.
I didn't sleep at all.
You
No.
I slept like a baby.
I was out like a light.
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Out, gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
was-
wish. And
she-
I'm like, he was calling their name and stuff, and he's like, touch the lamp, and I was thinking, like, please, I just
I said,
wanna go
Mrs.
to
Crowley, if
sleep."
you're here, touch the lamp. And then
You
she
know
got...
what I said to myself underneath my breath was when I was just going to sleep was, you can come and view, but don't bother me. I'm too tired.
That's what I should have done, but I didn't. I just,
And the two of us was boom.
I actually
Yeah.
I woke up early. I was having a shower at 7 o'clock. It was like,
Yeah, I woke up really early and then we just kind of laid there and
Yeah.
waited for Em to
You
wake
probably
up.
heard Anne have her shower, and then I got up and.
I didn't hear anything creaking in the night though.
No, I didn't even go to the toilet. I
Yeah.
slept through.
Yeah, slept, didn't hear nothing.
Maybe it was all up twice.
Yeah. So many antiques.
it is very beautiful. That he made, like, did this all and got all this crazy furniture.
Oh, these paintings and some of these frames. mate.
Oh god. When, like, I don't know the estimated value of all this stuff, but it's gotta be crazy.
Yeah, I'd love Antiques Roadshow to come through here.
Yes.
I mean, some of these wood banisters and stuff.
Some things alone would just be ridiculous. That seashell thing? So cool.
That's Mrs. Crowley. Crawley.
This is terrifying.
She's right up beside me. Doing things to me I didn't feel were Christian.
I took one of you in.
We get to walk through it early before anybody gets here because we stayed the night. So we get a free ride. This is the dining room table. It's a bit different in the day, you can see everything. Where's the music coming from this room? Look at those antique speakers. What's that, like what's that, like 90s? You know there's Beats pills now.
Hey, it has to be on brand.
This is where Mrs. Crawley died.
Yes, her appendix exploded.
Do you feel any kind of thing?
I still don't feel easy in here.
I feel fine. I said I feel fine.
Ugh, I know.
There's a little bit of a dizziness. Let's see. I'm gonna put my back to her
I still feel
and
nauseous.
see if she touches me. If you're here, Mrs. Crawley, touch me on the left shoulder. Right now. I did feel a little bit weird. Mrs. Crawley? That wasn't my shoulder.
Inappropriate. Hey.
What? Dancing in the ghost town. Dancing in the ghost town. I just woke up 10 minutes ago. And I need a coffee. Stop taking selfies in the man's room.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry, the boys'
you're
room.
upset because it's in the man's room?
The Crowleys are after. I hate you.
Yeah, you've cursed me.
The Crowleys are after her. I'm gonna stand in the girls' room by myself. 'Cause apparently boys aren't supposed to be in here. Now, I'm hardly a boy.
Okay.
A very, very small penis.
What the fuck's wrong with you? Get out yourself like that.
I didn't out myself. You said out yourself like that? It seems like it's real.
Oh, it's not real. Why would you even say that, Max?
I don't know. 'Cause it's funny. You said it didn't crack the frame. It looked like it cracked.
We should just go on the balcony.
That's what we stayed in. We stayed in this room in the corner there. Apparently that's the laundry. And that's the original homestead right there.
We slept under the maid's quarters. The cuddle room.
We stayed in the cuddle room. I told you Mrs. Crowley was feeling me up. She was all over me.
I couldn't fall asleep on my side because I kept feeling like something was on my side.
She was touching me in places that Mrs. Crawley should not touch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mrs. Crawley, I get you've been a while since you felt the tender touch of a man, but this is my woman, y'all. It's my woman, y'all. I can't be going feeling up no ghost ladies, you know.
I'm gonna fight that bitch.
You know, I'ma feel you, Miss Crowley. I'ma feel ya. Understand, you're a woman.
Oh, I get it.
You got some tenderness. You need some loving. We all need some loving. But, you know, she helped herself to some biscuits. She ain't bake.
Keep her hand out of the cookie jar, bro.
She keep her hand out of that damn cookie jar, y'all. But I had fun nonetheless. It was quite an adventure. We got to see some things, touch some things, feel some ghosts. I didn't really see or experience anything. Did you, babe?
No, as I said, I couldn't lay on my side.
He had a lot of stories though. There was a lot of stories. I mean, this guy, he's a great storyteller.
Yes.
Great storyteller.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, it was staying in a haunted house. I don't know what more you can ask for.
We survived.
We survived the haunted house.
We survived the Monte Cristo. I mean, I barely slept, but I survived.
We should have had some. Should have been a free shirt.
I survived the Cristo.
I survived the Cristo.
Man, yeah, like a metal lord shirt.
Monte Cristo this, bitch. But now we're heading to Canberra.
Canberra.
And we're going to stay in another hotel, even though the weather outside is absolutely freaking stunning, and we only got a hotel because we thought it was going to be absolutely pissing down.
It may be in Canberra though.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. If everything's fine from there, we're only there for 3 days. We'll probably go to the coast and get back in the camper and start trekking it south, hopefully.